Hi guys, welcome to Stunner Share. So what we are going to see today, and I hope many people will be like eagerly waiting for the video. So today we are going to see the continuation of Secret of Pivot Boss 220. The concept what we are going to see today is boss in action. So what is boss in action? You need to just go through the previous video to understand what we have gone through in the previous video. So the previous content what you have seen is pivot with forecasting, and in that pivot with forecasting, it was clearly told about the unusual narrow range day and unusual wide range day, and what we need to do, how we need to take a trade, and how the trend goes, and all those things were covered in pivot with forecasting. So it is like forecasting how the unusual narrow range will be like. Now, boss in action tells you how to take a trade, where to take a trade, and how to hold a trade, whether to hold a trade or not. All these things will be captured in boss in action concept. So in boss in action, he starts with a line saying like he waits for an extremely tight central pivot range. Why does he wait for an extremely tight central pivot range? Because extremely tight pivot range gives more trending moves, so the move will be huge. So also he is also maintaining some conditions for that extremely tight central pivot range. So if suppose the previous day is very, very quiet, the movement is not at all there, the movement is very, very less, the current day CPR will be extremely tight. So whenever an extremely tight CPR range comes, plus in addition to that, if a gap up happens or a gap down happens, breaking the previous day's range, then the move will be explosive. So that is what he is going to focus mainly on in this concept. So why he chooses that? Because in lot of days, in a trading days in a month, and a single day of extremely tight narrow pivot range can come. So he was very much anticipating for that, and he is very much excitement too. So now let's go into the further topic. Now he uses his developing pivot range indicator. So what is developing pivot range indicator? Kindly watch the chapter 6 video, so you will be understanding what is a developing pivot range indicator. So when the developing pivot range indicator ends, at the end of the day, it will be ending, and at that point, he will come to know where the next day static CPR indicator will be placed. So based on that, he will come to know whether it is going to be a wide CPR or narrow CPR, or extremely tight narrow CPR, or extremely wide CPR. So he will be coming to know. So for example, in this example, what you have shown on March 4, 2010, what has actually happened is this line, whichever is going with the candles, is called as the developing pivot range indicator. So this developing pivot range indicator is getting end at the point here. So this the day this developing pivot range indicator is shown is that tight range, and the uh, movement is very, very less. Now let's go into the next day, what has actually happened. So if you see the next day, what has happened is like the current day CPR is very, very tight. The CPR is very, very narrow. So what he actually does in this day is like he waits for the first 15 minutes candle to complete. Even though it is a gap up, even though it is breaking the gap of yesterday's candles movement, he just wait for the first 15-minute candles to form. Why does he wait for the first 15-minute candle to form? Because that narrow range indicator shows that the move will be trending, but you need to know whether it is going to be a bullish move or a bearish move. If suppose suppose the candle has opened gap up and you are expecting the move to go up, but if the candle points red bearish candle, it can even break the CPR and fall very big. So you have to ensure how the first 15-minute candle forms. So once the first 15-minute candle has formed, he has taken an entry. Now everyone's question will come like, what will be his stop loss for the trade? So he has clearly given one hint over here. So the hint what he is giving is like, he is using ATR. ATR is nothing but average true range indicator. He uses 1.5 ATR in 15 minutes time frame, and with that he is going to trail his stop loss. Why does he use the 1.5 ATR? Is like, he wants to trade the entire day. He wants to hold the entire day. He doesn't want to exit so easily. So he just enters above the 15 minutes candles high, which is also above R1. Then after that, this line which is coming over here, this like an indicator moving average, that is called as the 1.5 ATR. So he trades in mechanical system. So whenever this alert comes, the entry point will be triggered, and based on that, his stop loss also gets carried by 1.5 ATR. And do you guys know when he exits the trade? He exits the trade either his trailing stop loss gets hit, or when the market is going to end, before to that 15 minutes, he will stop the trade. For example, if the market is going to end by 3:30, he will be exiting the trade at 3:15. This is what he has done in this mechanical trading system. The best case scenario occurs when my trailing profit stop is never tested. Is whenever the trailing stop loss is never got hit, that is the best case scenario in this trading career, and keeps me in the trade throughout the day, allowing my mechanical trading session boundary stop to automatically exit my trade, which I set to 15 minutes before the close of the market. So before 15 minutes to the close of the market, his mechanical system will exit the trade. And he quotes one line over here. A great poker player, the poker player who plays cards, he knows when to hold the card and when to fold the card. Same way, whenever the trader is able to find the tight central pivot range, he can anticipate a good movement on that day. So entering a trade on a day when the pivots are tight should cause you to hold the position longer than normally you would. For example, we traders basically don't hold the position for a longer time. But what Frank Ochoa says over here, is like, he gets the alert like the next day will be a tight narrow range day. So whenever a tight narrow range day, he just waits for the day to enter at the proper entry point and holds the trade throughout the day without getting out. So he also advises the same to all the people here to enter a trade on the day whenever the CPR is very, very tight, so that you can hold the position longer than normally you would have taken a trade. So when this type of trade comes, which is called as the trend day. So what is a trend day? Kindly go to the chapter 1 to know what is a trend day. I have also made a video on trend day. I will just tag that video along with this upload. So now what he is trying to say here is like, the tight pivot range, whatever is going to come, is not like often you will get. What does he mean? Is like, a tight, unusual, narrow CPR range can come, will come, might come, but that doesn't mean it will come often. It comes in a rare time, and you need to wait for the time to ripe the fruit. So always wait for the narrow range day, narrow CPR day. And if you guys able to make some alert screeners, try to make some alert screeners and watch how the narrow CPR day works for you. So whenever the narrow CPR day comes, the price will be explosive and it will be creating a role reversal also. So while quiet movement and wide pivot range, what he's saying is like, whenever very quiet movement. The candles has not moved at all. And if the pivot is very wide, that tells you the next day is going to be a narrow range day. For example, if you see today's chart was a very wide scenario and the range is very small. So the next day, tomorrow will be a smaller CPR compared to this, which is not very tight or unusual narrow TPR. It is going to be a inside value CPR tomorrow. So if the inside value CPR is going to come, if the range breakout is going to happen, then the move will be explosive. This I have told to my friends long back during the market itself. I will, during or after the market, I'm not sure, I'll just check it and I'll post the screenshot tomorrow in Nifty analysis. So this is what he's trying to say. So whenever this type of trade day is coming up, then it is mostly a trend day. Try to understand what is a trend day in the earlier videos which I have uploaded. Now, why is it important to you? What is the advantage of it? So the main advantage of it is like, you know, the trading range is very narrow. You know the trade is going to be trending day. You know the trade will be trending. You know the market is going to for a long swing. That means you can hold your position first. You can trade less. You can concentrate on only this stock and you can bet on your positions. So that is why he is trying to say it over here. And then if suppose now we have seen the narrow tight range. Now suppose if the CPR with this very wide, what will happen? In the case of CPR with this very wide, either you will not get an opportunity to trade at all. It is better to avoid the day, or you will be able to do some intraday swings, trying to capture the entry and exit based on the next support and resistances. For example, the candles are opening at CPR. The candles may move towards S1 and then come back towards CPR and then come back towards S1 is highly possible. This has also happened in the recent days. I'll just show you an example of that. I just make the example, I guess. So, okay. So if suppose someone is trading in this zone, Let me take a good example in this. So there are no good examples I could see. Yeah. If suppose anyone is trading over here, the range comparatively it looks like a very small range. But if you see, the market has gone to take support, and after that it was able to move over here. If suppose anyone has taken an entry over here, then again their target will be CPR. If suppose anyone is going to take an entry at this support, again their target will be the recent high which was formed. So this is what he tells, that the whenever a wide range happens, the market need not be a trending day, but you can go for intraday swings or better avoid the trade completely. Now he is illustrating an example which is the pound to dollar chart currency market. In this, what has actually happened is like the CPR was rather tight, which is what we would normally expect. However, this wide range of movement led to an abnormally wide pivot range for the following section. What he's trying to say is like the CPR was very tight. What we know, if whenever the CPR is very tight, we know the market is going to be a trending day and the move will be explosive. So what happens to the next day? As the move is very explosive, the range is very big, the next day CPR will also be very wide. So that is what he tells over here. Here, if you see, the move started from this bottom and went till here. Then if you see, the move is very big, nearly 2% move has happened. And after that, the next day CPR, if you could say, it is a white CPR and you could not enter for a swing intraday movement also. And that is why he tells you that if whenever the wider CPR happens, it is better to avoid the trade and watch the market. Of course, what he is going to say here is the market is supreme. So whenever the CPR is wide, that doesn't mean it is always going to be in range. This is sort of a disclaimer he is going to tell you guys. So till now what he has told you is like, whenever the CPR is very narrow, the move will be explosive. Whenever the CPR is very wide, the movement will be restricted, so you cannot trade probably. But he adds a disclaimer here: whenever the CPR is wide, market is supreme, and it is always doesn't mean that the candle does not move. Even in a wide range CPR, the markets also move. So that is what he has shown over here. So when even the CPR is very, very wide, still the market took support at S1 and get rejected at BC. Again took support at S1 and again get rejected at BC. So these are intraday scalping swing trades which can be possibly taken. So how to know that? So what you need to do is like, first of all, if suppose the market is going to be a wide range day, just hold the trade for 1 hour. Do not enter into the trade. So when the first 1 hour gets completed, you will be able to know the support and resistance of the current day. So that will be the day where you can expect a rejection at the resistance and rejection at support to happen. So that is only called as initial balance high and initial balance low. Suppose the initial balance is very wide, then the type of market day which can happen is called as trading range day. What is trading range day? I have already uploaded a video on that. Kindly go and watch that video for better understanding. So he is telling you the probability that there is a possibility to trade in a wide range day, but you need to be very cautious. You need to know where the support and resistance actually falls, and then you need to take a trade. Now he is giving you an example to tell you guys that even without the candlestick formation, you guys need to understand or need to anticipate the market movement. For example, on March 17th, the candles were white. March 17th mean doesn't go to the Nifty chart. I'm telling in this Whirlpool corporate corp chart. On this is March 18 and this is March 17. How did I say March 17, March 18? It is given over here already. So on March 17, the CPR was white. And so what has happened is like the candles were range bound and was sticking in the same place. The next day, compared to this wide range CPR, this CPR is narrow and the candles took support at the BC and started moving up. And as the day was very, very explosive and trending day, the next day became a wide CPR. And again, if you see, the candles did not move much, and next day, it is a very, very narrow CPR, and again it started to fall like anything, and that is what has happened today. Now, what he is trying to say here is, you have to anticipate the market movements even without the candlesticks. With using only CPR, you must be able to anticipate the market movement. For example, if you just see this is a wide range CPR, that means sideways. Compared to this is a narrow range CPR, that is a trending day. And this is a very unusual wide range CPR, which means it is a sideways day. And very, very narrow range CPR, that means it is a trending day. So now what he is trying to say is like, traders must be very, very smart. You must be able to hold your trade whenever the trading range is unusually narrow. Even though if your entry point is perfect, if you are just taking your profit at R1 and coming out, that means you are going to miss a lot of money, because the market is very, very trending that it may go to R2, R3, R4. So traders need to be smart. And in the next case, if suppose the trading range CPR is very, very wide, and if suppose you are going to hold the trade saying like the target will reach to R2, R3, R4, then you are going to be a big fool. You need to be very, very smart, and you need to anticipate the movement till R1 and do not expect a movement more than that. So this is what he has been trying to say in this boss in action concept. So being a trader means being prepared. If you are going to be a trader, you need to be prepared. You need to be prepared means you need to know where the market is going to move, how the CPR range is going to be, and how and what is the edge you are going to keep for your trade. And anticipating the market movement is likely to do. Any edge that you can capture that helps you towards this end is one that you should consider. That means the trading edge, the trading strategy, or the trading entry point and exit point based on the concept what you are using, that is going to give you a significant edge in your trading career. So this is all what is said in the boss in action. This is more of theoretical concept. It is I feel a lot of talking I have done, and I feel you guys would have you guys would have felt bored also. I'm not sure. Anyways, I'll just summarize all together in one shot. So what he's trying to say over here is, whenever an unusual narrow range CPR comes, that means it is going to be a trending day, and he will be using 1.5 ATR, and he'll be using that trade in 15 minutes time frame, and also he will wait for the first 15-minute candles to open and show what is that candle actually is going to behave. So based on that, he will be taking the trade, and during the unusual trading day, he usually holds the trade for the longer time. And then what he is trying to say is, like, in an wide range CPR, what you need to do, you need to either avoid the trade, or you need to wait for first 60 minutes to know the high and low, which means the support and resistance for the current day, and then trade between that. So next, what he is trying to say is, like, you need to anticipate the market movement even without the candlesticks by just knowing how the CPR actually looks. So this is what he covers in this boss in action concept. So I hope I have made things pretty clear. If in case of any queries, kindly do let me know in the comment section or drop me a mail. I hope I have made something very clear, because this is a very, very right. It is a theory topic, so I have to talk a lot, and that is why I myself felt it might bore you guys. Anyway, stay tuned for more videos. Thanks a lot. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep commenting. Stay tuned for more videos.